Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Valagar Aloevain. So we're going to be hitting up another couple of quests in this video. So we've got them right here. They're just on opposite sides. So the first one we're going to do is Bringing the Light. And then the next one is Smuggler's Warehouse. The reason I'm doing two in this video, I know I do want to kind of keep them to one quest, one video. But Bringing the Light is a very, very short quest. Not a lot to it, so I'm going to couple it with the other one here. So we're just going to jump right into it. Now again, Bringing the Light is a super, super simple quest. I do want to point out that there is a way to get a little bit extra experience out of it if you're unaware. So, get into that here in a minute.
Dispatch the guards with ease. The way into the gambling hall is clear.
Basically the objective is we got to smash 5 gambling tables. Now there are a couple located here, a couple located there, and a couple at the end. So one of these sides here, I don't remember which one, does only have one. So we're going to head off to the west first. I do believe this is the side that only has one table. So yeah, there it is. Alright. So in each of these side paths, again, there is the gambling table to destroy, as well as a lever to pull. Now these levers open up to allow you to go down the north path here. If you go west first, it does open up the wall here, which actually allows you to kill that guard there. Now if you are able to kill him, he doesn't get a chance to pull the lever, which, as you can see, has a few dogs behind it. These dogs are actually the difficult part of this quest. Of course, we are going to open it up and just show them who's the real alpha dog here. Alright. So now we're going to head down off to the east. Again, so far this is a fairly simple quest. The last little trick comes actually at the end here, where you can get a little bit extra experience out of it. So in this final room, if you actually do not break these gambling tables right away, so we could break them now and actually get the completion. If, however, we do not, just killing the guards here, in the back left corner of the room, they have some runes. Now, each of these runes do have a different stat attached to them, and if you are able to activate one of them, it doesn't matter which one, it will open up this side door.
A small mirror is mounted above the cabinet on the northern wall of this room.
Alright, inside here it will spawn in a couple of enemies, as well as it has a chest here just behind a little secret door here. Now in order to get this here, we do just need to approach that mirror on the wall. Now I do have one of the post effects turned off, otherwise that actually does appear as a mirror. So we're going to quickly run up.
A large, ugly fellow approaches with murder in his
And
eyes.
if you do this before you break those gambling tables, you notice we were actually able to get aggression bonus. So by coming back here first, it does allow us to get in. This lever here just reopens the door there to be able to break the tables. And once you do that, go ahead and break the tables. It gives you a little bit extra experience. Not a whole lot, but that's 10% more than you wouldn't have gotten by just going a couple extra steps, as well as it does have a chest in there. The chest doesn't contain any named loot. It's just random generated, but it is still a little extra here. Goodies for you. Turn that one in here. The turn in, again, is just random generated loot, nothing special. Now, this one here, if you are playing through on your first time, talking to Fitzbat the Fence will actually obtain you a gem bag. So it'll be a little blue bag like this one here. It won't be a huge bag, it will just be a small one. And it'll actually be a location where when you're going through these quests and picking up random gems, hematites, amethyst, so on and so forth, they'll all gather in your gem bag rather than filling up your inventory, helping you to keep that inventory safe or empty a little bit longer, allowing you to continue questing. So now for this quest here, our main objective is to go through and actually collect these gems, the smuggler's gems. Now, with this, I do want to point out, a lot of people are unaware of this. However, the gems themselves do not come from any of the crates. So they do have a bunch of crates here at the beginning. The crates still do count as breakables. However, if you're wanting for a quick completion, it is easier to ignore the crates and just head straight to the barrels, as they are only contained within the barrels themselves. Alright, so another thing to point out, they have a chest with a key here. This key is for the door over there. Now that lever, if you're not sure what it does, it actually just opens up a gate right here. And inside that gate is where this scorpion comes from. So if you don't want to deal with him, all you got to do is just skip that lever. As you see, there are some boxes in there though, some crates. So it is handy to, make a small pit stop. Now, for this door, you can pick the door, or if you grab that key from that chest, you can use that to unlock the door there as well. Now, as you can see, it does have a little trap here. If you're quick, you can actually just run right through, and just run straight through and off, and you can avoid that damage there. So now that we're in this room, you'll notice it does mix up with the crates and the barrels. And one thing I do want to point out, as not a lot of people do believe the fact that it only drops some crates, if you actually pay attention to the video here yourself, you notice only when we break the crates will it spawn these smuggler's rubies, and never when we break the crates here. And you can do it a few times. To be honest, when I first heard it, I didn't even think of that one, but I had gone through and tested it a few times and found out that yes, it is true. Now, I do want to point out, yes, I am aware that there is one smuggler's ruby left here in the center. Normally what I'll do is I'll leave one or two here in this center main room. That way I don't accidentally complete before I get the full bonus. But this time I'm just going to pay a little bit more attention, making sure that I don't actually complete before I want to. Now, going north and south, both directions have a path that goes down. Now I want to point out, each path going down has their own trap.
Web clings to your face.
One is a flame jet,
voices rise,
and the other, like this one here, is actually just a blade trap. Now this blade trap, if you actually walk in about the center, you won't get hit by the blade traps. So there is that handy feature there. At the back of this room here, or the far west, there is a hidden door. When you open it, it spawns in 3 scorpions. Now, you only see 2. However, they try to get you, with one spawning in behind you. So there's those 2. And there he is. So just be aware of that third and final scorpion. Can be a little bit of a pain. Now that specific chest doesn't actually have any named loot. However, if you get any of these named kobolds in these side paths, They can actually drop some named items. None of them are overly like spectacular. Like you got this one here, the Vestments of Light. But overly, they're not like a must-have item. They do sometimes contain little, what are they? Little trinket items, which will go in this slot here, which will boost one stat by 1 point. So again, nothing major, but you know what? A bonus is a bonus. So again here, right before we go down, there's another trap. Alright. Now, one thing I want to make perfectly clear is this path here. Ooh, another smuggler. Heading off to the west from the main room. It actually has a sentry. Now, we can shoot and kill the sentry now. However, if we startle him, he will run over to this wall and open it up. Now, there is no lever for us to open up this wall here. Only he can open it up. And inside, sometimes there is a named enemy. We did luck out to get him. Just like that. And again, possible named, but we got nothing. So if you want that chance at that named item, or named enemy and named item, just make sure to let that sentry actually go through and open the door. Now for this one here, there's a lever hidden around the corner. And there he is. Smuggler's gem. Alright. 3 left. Almost there. Alright, so just south here we got our shrine, or rather south from the main room. All that's left we got now is to go underneath and to the lower level of this. Now each area is separated. They have 2 rooms connected by a hallway. This side it has some spiders for us to deal with. As well, we'll have some spiders in the hall on the way to the other side there. Alright, so just one more smuggler's gem to go. And I'm sure if you guys were paying attention there, you will notice that so far, it has only been those barrels. Now, what I could have been doing here as well was using my dog to have him break some of these barrels to help us out. Alright, and I do want to point out, yes, I did see that smuggler's gem. I just wanted to go through and make sure we get the last of the breakables here. Now on this side, the side that has the blades, it does have some scorpions. I do want to also point out that sometimes there can be named enemies down here as well. There's a named spider, I believe, on that side, and a named scorpion that you can get on this side. As well, I also want to point out that on occasion, you can actually get more of the smuggler's rubies, like that there, than is actually required for the quest. So you will always get the absolute required amount, though in some cases, you can actually get more. So there's our completion, and there is no harm in picking up the, going back and picking up the others. Where are they here? Oh, they don't actually go in your inventory anymore. Well, alright then. Some things have changed, some things haven't. So that was this quest here. Again, fairly simple, fairly straightforward. If you want to speed run this, just make sure you grab all those breakables. And I do want to point out that was a tip that was actually brought to me by a guildmate of mine, or a friend of mine. His name is Shira. He's quite knowledgeable about the game, and often helps me out with a little bit of knowledge here and there. As you know what, times change, information changes, just as we go through the game here. So what used to be the case might not be, and by the time you're watching this video, they might have gone back and changed it so that it can drop from any of these items. So there is always that chance as well. But anyway, thank you guys all for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Have a good one all.